What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast. I had this song all messed up when I was a kid. I thought he was saying Candy Coated Raisins. I ain't gonna hold you.
Have you ever loved someone?
I can't say for sure where you got that from, but
I don't know. I was just young at 8 years old singing this.
Tell me what you want.
We're gonna let it rock a little bit. We got a good show tonight.
all right, come on, Ed.
Love you.
I ain't gonna lie, the baritone on this is up in the back, the beat voice, he killed me.
Yeah.
He killing me on this.
I mean, when you got a lead mic that's lead micing like that, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying, back in the day when your lead mic steps to the front, you know what I'm saying? Everybody understood the assignment. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their notes.
So out of this though, pause this though. Look, out of this one, I was first welcome everybody to the pod. Welcome to IDK Sports Podcast, the premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. This is my main man, Kenny. Catch us on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, whatever. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. That's the first rocking with us for a minute since the beginning, rocking with us since last week, rocking with us since last month. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, salute. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, you're watching this, you know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? Show support for your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Speaking of, before we get into like sports and stuff, is Candy Rain their best song or is the other one their best song? You know, the song. What's the other song? What's that?
Real? Is your every little thing I do, you're on my mind. That's them too, right?
That's them too.
Yeah. Yeah. Candy Rain is one of the is a cookout.
This song is smooth though. So if I listen to one,
Yeah.
that's a banger. But who's the better young group? Because you know what I'm saying, the other young group was out here singing All I Do. And hey, when you talk about a lead leading, a lead was leading all. He was leading.
Come on, B5, All I Do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to the you know what I'm saying, the troop, but you know.
About to say, which one we talking about?
You talk about a lead and a secondary coming through. My man came out of nowhere. I think about you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what he did?
Hey,
Every day and night.
and let's go.
Boy had to get the mic back. He had to get the mic back from his younger brother. Like, hey, I got you. Like, you going a little too hard right now.
You wilding right now. You wilding.
Welcome to IDK Sports Podcast, your premium spot to talk sports with the average guys. Shout out to the recurring listeners. Shout out to the first-time listeners. Hit the subscribe button. Like we say when we first started this pod, what you tell them, Kenny, to do?
Hit the damn button.
Hit the damn button. Hit the subscribe button to support your podcast, the premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Got a lot of stuff to get into today. We got a lot of things getting the preseason football kicked off. You know what I'm saying? In full force. I think it's on right now. I ain't got TV on, but it's on right now. We're going to get into that. NCAA football, our NCAA kickoff series is going strong still. Last week we did HBCUs and the ACC or Clemson. Sorry, I'm joking. They got it on my back. The ACC, because they was on me. They was getting on me on TikTok.
It was looking ugly.
Bad. I'm kind of confused how Louisville's fans were so hyped like they ain't 1-7 in the past.
Bro,
like they was hyped.
What you mean? For the state.
Yeah, wait a minute. Y'all beat them for the first time in 8 years? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Yeah, but we won. And we won.
Yeah, so we're gonna continue that series going into the Big 12, which I like to call the open Wild West, because you never know who's going to win the Big 12. But one thing the Big 12 is going to give you is upsets and exciting football. It might not be great football. Don't give up. You might, but it's going to get some upsets and it's going to be exciting. So that's what we want with that. We also gonna get into the sweet science that we haven't talked about a lot. Some boxing news came out, man. We're gonna talk about some boxing. Talk about some. I think I sent you some stuff on Instagram. Keyshawn on Instagram out there. Don't like where his head is at. Mike Dibble and Better Beeve is on the Benavidez card. I think now. I think they added that to that card. It's that Night of Champions card.
Sure.
You added Abdullah Mason's on that card.
Hey, Sam Noakes. That's about 5 championship fights on that card.
Yeah.
Let's go Big Turkey.
Yeah.
Let's go Big Turkey.
I like it. Don't like this. Gonna. I don't like that app, but it is what it is. Might dibble and dabble because it's coming. I think, and then the one thing I want to talk about with boxing too is Devin Haney really gonna fight this fight? Because it's giving that you're finding a way to get out of this fight with Brian Norman.
Nah, bruh. Okay, we'll get into it. We'll give it to it.
But let's start off with the first topic. Let's start off with coaches on the hot seat. And we're gonna do this first. We're gonna do this college edition. We'll go back and do NFL edition in another episode. Because college football kick off in only 21 days. I think zero. I think it's less than that. I think because the MES SWAC kickoff is 2 weekends away, August 3rd. So, and that's week 0. So, hey, college football is right down the corner. So these are some people that we picked up. I got picked up. You know what I'm saying? Kenny hasn't seen this list. I'm gonna put some people on the screen. We'll see how hot the seat is. We're gonna say, is it, bro? You might as well pack your bags, tell your family now. Hey, that's like, oh, you out of here. The next one is, hey, I'm gonna have my agent and my realtor on standby. You know, that's like, maybe I might be out of here. And then the last one is like, nah, I'm good, bro. Let's extend this lease. We good. You know what I'm saying? We got nothing to worry about. That's the ones that ain't got nothing to worry about. All right. So I got a couple people put up. So we're gonna pull up the first one right here. Brent Venables, head coach of Oklahoma, overall record of 22-17, 2-6 in the SEC. Last season was 6-7. Can I let you go first? How you feel about Brent Venables and his seat at Oklahoma?
Yeah, this is one of those where, like, we in a win or be fired situation. How you said, I got my real estate agent.
Nah, this one, like, go ahead and tell the wife and kids.
Yeah, go tell the wife.
Maybe you like Oklahoma, where they in Stillwater? No, they
we gonna start taking the kids out of school. You know what I'm saying?
Nabo back, like, hey, the dog.
Because, bro, like with him, with Brent, it's like you catch and fire from all sides, bro. Yeah. Like when Paul Finnbaum is like kind of saying, like, hey, bro, it might be that time.
Yeah.
Bro, and a few other correspondents out there that's saying that, bro, you coming off of 2 losing seasons.
Yeah.
Mind you. Not just 2024. 2023 as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got your pub for switching for how you maneuver with your roster and with transfer portal additions and but bro, nothing is equaling up. Nothing is adding up. Yeah. We're not even turning on Oklahoma football games. We're not even tuning in for the Texas Oklahoma games.
Yeah.
We just watching a bar burner at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing's competitive. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be cruel, but brother, you made this. You raised the heat. It is scorching over there in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
One of the hottest seats in all of NCAA football.
Yeah. I think with Brent Venables, good year last year in the Big 12, but like you moved out of the Big 12 and okay, the first year we didn't see nothing. The second year, like, are you the guy for the job? Lincoln Riley got out of there, quickly. And so he took a lot of players with him. Cool. We gave you that. The Big 12 had a great year. The Big 12 wasn't that strong, right? So now you in the SEC. and it's a different monster. But Texas is adapting, A&M is adapted. Like people are adapting, and you 6-7 last year, 2-6 in the SEC overall. And then the standard is at Oklahoma. The standard is now. This is another type where the standard might be unrealistic now. That and not the Oklahoma of Bob Stoops and but you played in the Big 12. Now you're in the SEC playing a lot more. I think a little bit better competition. But Oklahoma, the standard is the standard. You know what I'm saying? So you're not getting the same recruits. I mean, money is a thing. And are you pulling recruits like you used to? Like to compete with Texas and Texas A&M in that area because you recruit heavy out of Texas. So I'm with you. I think this seat is hot. Maybe not for all on his own. I think Oklahoma was in a transition. Are we going to be like Ole Miss good? They want to be championship good, but they might be Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like Nebraska. Nebraska still think it's the 90s with old boy and all them jokers. So so it's got so that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I think this seat, like you said, is absolutely scorching. If he don't have at least 8 wins and at least finish top half for the SEC, I don't see him making it past this year.
And this is my last note, bro. We talking about this is one of those blue blood schools. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not. But he was left off the what was it, the power coaching poll, or was that the coaches poll? I forgot the name of the list off the top of my head. But like the preseason coaching rankings, bro. Like at that point, those lists usually they kind of favored Power 4 schools, or at least especially a blue blood school like Oklahoma. When you're even being looked over on those. And it's starting to favor, schools, or it's starting to favor in Missouri. Though, their head coach is on there. It's favoring, of course, Florida. It's favoring some of our, our favorites like Bama, Ohio State, and things. But even if you get further down that list, if you're being left off those preseason watch lists, again, going along with the chirpings that you hear from the media, from the journalists, from the people that's attending their spring ball camps, like, bro, when you hearing the chirps from all sides, bro, it's kind of like, bro, we just kind of watching you. We kind of watching you walk the plank at this point.
Yeah.
But eight wins is a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he needs. Let's go to the next one. This one I think is a little bit different for me. Mike Locksley up in Maryland. This one I'm conflicted by. I think this is like at a level 2, kind of like, hey, let's not sign that extra leashes yet. Let's see how this season go. I think 32 and 36 overall, taking over. Now, mind you, this is another thing of what he took over. He took over a bad Maryland program.
Mm-hmm.
Bad, and it's actually 15 and 35 in the Big Ten, right? 15 and 35 in the Big Ten, not the SEC. 4, I think last season messed them up. I think people thought he was supposed to be better last season. And that 4 and 8 kind of got Maryland fans looking like, is he the guy to take us to that next step? And then the thing about Maryland is I think they'll be okay if they wasn't beating the Penn States, the Michigan, Ohio States, and even the Oregons, but they were still beating the Rutgers. They was finishing like 4th, 3rd, competing to be that team. I think he did a hell of a job in Maryland. I think he keep a lot of boys at Maryland, in that DMV area.
Yeah,
he does got a big time. He did recruit a big time quarterback to come. Young guy, but they said he's good. But I think last year kind of hurt him. And that Big Ten record, 15 and 35, that's nasty. But he took over to be 32 and 36 overall at Maryland after taking over a bad Maryland team. I just can't see him getting fired this year, even with a losing season. But his seat is kind of warm, though. I don't say it's like Brent Venables hot, but it's warm.
Yeah. He's another one that's, I think some people got him on the way out too. But I'm with you on this one, where I kind of want to give him some leniency too, because that Big Ten pressure, is unlike unlike no other, unless we're talking like SEC football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he has an easy out this year because he doesn't have an Ohio State on his record or on his schedule this year. He doesn't have Oregon on his schedule this year. He doesn't have Penn State on his schedule this year. So because he has a softer schedule, may lean towards his favor.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help that he had, but just like I want to give him some leadway. On the other hand, he lost over 20 players to the transfer portal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, although we are retaining a lot of talent, you're recruiting a lot of talent at the crib between DC, Maryland, and Virginia, and Delaware and Pennsylvania. You're recruiting a lot of talent from the surrounding area. I will never take that away from you. Yeah. But also, there's a lot of players getting up and out of there too.
But it's not a football school, though. That's what's helping them, too. This is not a football school. I know Maryland fans might not want to hear. This is not a football school. Basketball dominates Maryland.
Yeah.
In College Park. So he doesn't have to be like that team. That program was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad when he took it over. And for them to even be respectable in a lot of these games and not get blown out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like 32-36, that overall record being what? That's what, 4 games under?
Mm-hmm.
That's for what he took over. I like that. And I think that Maryland, for what it is as a football school, like again, if he got this is a softer schedule, he lost a lot of players. If he can go 6-6, I think he saves his job. I don't think if he has another 4-8 season, I think it's gonna be hard to save his job. But I think if he goes 6-6, he keeps his job. Like I said, I don't think Maryland, the people that make the decisions, know that we're not competing in the Big Ten year in and year out. We not them guys that compete. We need to be beating the Minnesotas, the Northwesterns, the Rutgers, the competing with the Iowas, beating Nebraska, beating UCLA, beating them. You know what I'm saying? And being competitive where we need to be competitive at, making bowl games. And I said, like, he's really, like, since we are in the DMV area, since that's where me and you reside, he's keeping kids at home.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the kids from the DMV area are going to Maryland.
No question.
So, that's just in my eyes.
Yeah, real quick. So, again, last note. So, with that last point, with him keeping kids at the crib, that also may benefit him too. Like I say, because he has like heating on this DMV pipeline and getting cats to stay, and also turning those same cats into NFL players.
Yeah,
let's not miss out on that neither. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats are going between the 3rd and 6th round in the NFL draft because of Mike Locksley and because of the staff and the position coaches he got up there. So let's not lose out on that. So, and again, Maryland was never no college powerhouse in football, as Anthony just mentioned. That's not a football school.
Yeah.
But because I'm rooted in the community, I'm rooted in especially. I don't want to, you know how I'm about to go. As far as our black kids, bro, keeping them home as opposed to them jetting south or, heading a little bit west and going to Ohio State or Penn or whatever the case may be. Like the fact that you can keep those same kids at the crib and turn them into NFL players, bro, that might again buy him another season with a good 6-6, record.
Yeah. And let's talk about one guy. I'm gonna speak for the area. I'm gonna speak for Virginia. His ass about to go. Get his ass out of here.
He ain't got to spend too much time. Yeah, we ain't got to spend too much time on this.
No, it ain't working. It ain't it. Y'all tried to bring somebody that worked on Beamer staff. It ain't it, bro. It done got worse. They ain't even competitive. They ain't even like people don't even fear coming to Blacksburg. They lost to ODU. You know what I'm saying? Like Hey, if you want to play Beamer ball, go get Beamer from South Carolina. I don't think you can. I don't think you're leaving. But yeah, I mean, 16 for 21, 10 and 14 in ACC, not a strong conference, 6 and 7.
But you losing recruits to UVA. I don't know what you want me to do. You're losing recruits to UVA. You're losing recruits to ODU. You're losing recruits to NC State. Like, bro, like
people are more hyped about Tony Elliott in Virginia than they are about Virginia Tech. This
is what I'm saying, bro. Again, especially if you're talking about the period of college football that me and Ed came up in. Virginia Tech was all we knew, was all you would know in this area, as far as like
the 7-5 team's not even talking about Tech like that,
bro. Man. They're flipping at an alarming rate. Flipping, bro. Forget now or never, bro. This is last chance. That's what we at. That's the stage we at. So going back to Anthony's rankings. Oh yeah, the sign may already be in the yard. The box is already packed up in the attic. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even buy the kids new school clothes this year.
Get it? It didn't work. It didn't work. Get out of here.
Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here.
We ain't gotta spend too much time.
Bro, you're not flipping to you. Hopefully our listeners get it. You don't flip to UVA in Virginia, bro. That doesn't happen. You don't flip to UVA.
It's crazy.
Let's
get into some of the trickier ones right here. Here we go. Brian Kelly at LSU, head coach LSU, coaching record is 29-11, 17-7 in the SEC, 9-4 last season. But it just don't feel like they're getting past the hump. And LSU fans are getting impatient. Ed Orgeron won the national championship. Nick Saban won the national championship. Les Miles won a national championship. What a lot of talent. A lot of offensive talent, plenty of offensive talent, defensive talent, a lot of offensive talent. You got a quarterback that's supposed to be quote unquote top 5, but not I feel about that. But this one was a tricky one for me.
Let's go, Garrett.
I think he's safe. I think he wins enough. I think he's going to win 10, 11 games this year. I think they make the college football playoffs this year if the defense can step up. I think it's close. Then they have a chance to make the college football playoffs. But, I mean, one thing about Brian Kelly, he wins. He won in Notre Dame, won in Cincinnati. 29-11 ain't a bad record. It's just LSU. 17-7 in the SEC, 9-4. You got talent. I don't see them firing him this year. I think it's the safest. But I think that culturally, he not really like LSU fans ain't really feeling him neither. It's kind of like, I don't know. It just don't feel right. And I heard he's on the hot seat a little bit, but I think this hot seat is kind of like it's warming up. Maybe next year, if he doesn't like get into the playoff this year, I think next year the seat might warm up. But the record speaks for itself. I mean, they winning football games.
Yeah. I'll fall back on Brian Kelly, bro. I don't think he's up and out of there. And this is the year to prove it. That roster is stacked. You got returning seniors or returning upperclassmen at important positions. You know what I'm saying? The linebacker they got at LSU, probably, looking like a top 10 draft pick. Garrett Nussmeier. We know how much, I won't speak for Ant. Don't speak for me. but I'm a believer in Garrett Nussmeier. I'll go on risk of saying that. I'm a believer in Garrett Nussmeier. You know what I'm saying? So you got a stacked roster, you got playoff potential. Again, is your Achilles heel the fact that you just got to run the gauntlet of the SEC? Is that really what's holding you back? Again, talk to your boy Lane Kiffin. He gets it out there. He gets it. Sometimes, shit is just tough. You know what I'm saying? Life is just hard out here in the SEC.
He's at Ole Miss. He's not at LSU. Different standard. LSU got different standard.
Okay. Ed Orgeron, when you won again, your team, that was it 2018, 2019 LSU team, that team is up there top 10, top 15 college football teams of all time.
Okay, he had Jaden Daniels, Brian Thomas, and Malik Neighbors all on one team one year. He had the Heisman Trophy winner.
You're right.
First round pick receivers. I mean, that Jaden Daniels team was supposed to be the team. That was supposed to be the team.
So he also had, at Orgeron, also had Joe, Jamar,
Justin,
Terrence Marshall, Jake Jettis, and that's just on offense.
I mean, but they always gonna have talent though. They got talent. So Ed Orgeron got the talent to come together. They won. So now, like you said, this year's the year. You need to at least make the playoffs. You at least got to make the playoffs. Because I saw you went to Lenore's. I saw you went to South Carolina and almost lost to Lenore's Sellers. That's so what like.
But see, that's the problem. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
You know what I'm saying? Like you went to South Carolina and almost lost. To South Carolina. If I'm LSU and I'm an LSU fan, I'm not worried about South Carolina. I'm Bama, Texas, and Bama. That's it. And Georgia. That's it. That's all I'm worried about if I'm LSU. All the rest of the teams trying to catch us. Bama, Texas, Georgia. Everybody else we supposed to be. And we supposed to be in this college football playoffs. That's the standard at LSU. Every coach that's been there, every coach has done it. You gotta at least make the playoffs. I ain't saying you gotta win the championship. You know, that's kind of unrealistic in my eyes.
Right.
Not make the playoffs. I'm not saying this year is hot, but next year, if you don't make this playoffs this year, how many more 9-4, 10-2 seasons? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna rock with, we won the Armed Forces Bowl. Okay. The Cheez-It Bowl.
Who cares? The thing is, bro, like I can't really compare him to, I understand you got Harold Perkins this year. That, you know what I'm saying, that's your linebacker. He, again, has all the talent in the world. But you look at those teams of yesteryear that actually went and done it and won. Bruh, I don't know if we have that same level of talent this year. Again, when I say you can't have it both ways, bro, I see a hell of a quarterback at Texas A&M. I see a hell of a quarterback at South Carolina. Again,
you're supposed to have a top 5 quarterback too.
Yeah, but see, again, this is where I'm saying, like, okay, now I'm stepping up to the plate and shit. My roster, look, I got something to fight with. This year.
What you got? So what you think this year keep the critics off his back? I think it's college football playoff or bust. For real. They got to make the college football playoffs. Maybe not win the SEC because that's hard to do, but at least be in that top 12 or however many teams they got this year. I don't know. They added.
Yeah, they got to finish top 10. But even if I say top 10, they got to make the playoffs.
Got to make the playoffs. Got to be the playoffs.
This roster this year got to make the playoffs.
Yeah, because you got everything. You got another quarterback that's supposed to be the man. That's 2. You gotta have 2, like basically back to back. So it is what it is. Let's go to another one where I think some Alabama fans are ready for him to go now. It ain't working out for them at all. Hugh Freeze, 11-14, 5-11, back-to-back losing season, 5-7. Is the Hugh Freeze experiment working out down there in Auburn? I think Auburn fans do not like it. I think Auburn fans feel like they're moving backwards. I think this year he needs to win at least 8 games, 7 to 8 games, and be competitive.
I'm gonna tell you what's killing him and what's really been signing his damn death certificate. This fool never beat Bama.
Yeah. And they had some bad losses too. I mean,
that's
like
it's not that you're losing bad.
And then you would all fight with teams you're supposed to be beating. Like, all right, we back. If you don't have a good season, Auburn fans are not patient. Yeah, not patient people.
No.
Well, think about it. I don't see on his roster as talent. I don't see it. I don't see how I don't see it. I think the Hugh Freeze experiment that people really did. A lot of people didn't even want to hire him to begin with. So
he was coming from Liberty at the time, right?
Yeah, you took and like stuff that happened before. A lot of people didn't really want to hire him to begin with, and then past 2 seasons, you show this.
Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. But bro, two losing seasons, right? You're not beating Bama. You know what I'm saying? We actually turning the TV when, bro, if you have 3 losing campaigns, bro, just in the history of Auburn, I don't think you can ever track that back. 3 losing campaigns back to back to back.
And they lose. Didn't they get their ass whooped at home a couple times this year? Last year?
Bro made, again, starting out that way, that's not me looking at that's without me looking at their schedule. Bro may not even finish the damn may not even finish the season.
They get mid-season out of here. I don't think they're gonna do that. That's kind of unheard of in college football.
Okay. Can you give me I'll look at the schedule. Let me just look at the schedule.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I do think this might be. I think they might get him out of here. I ain't gonna hold you,
bruh. You just if we start in just week 4? Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Auburn, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's a schedule. That's a okay. You start the season off with Baylor, Ball State, South Alabama. You need to beat Baylor. You need to beat Baylor. Oklahoma, you should beat them. Auburn fans gonna expect that. A&M at A&M, no. Georgia at Auburn. You can't.
And that's a friendly schedule. That's a friendly SEC schedule.
Yeah, Georgia at Auburn. It's bad you're playing Georgia at home. You don't want to get your ass whooped at home. That's the problem. You get your ass whooped at home, get you fired too. That's it.
Right.
Mizzou, you should be there. Arkansas, another coach that got a coach on the hot seat with Sam Pittman, ain't really working out besides that first year. Kentucky, this ain't that bad of a schedule. Like you should.
That's what I'm saying.
7 of these games.
That's what I'm saying. On a friendly SEC schedule, come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? We gave you Mizzou, Arkansas, Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could have went a whole nother way. You feel me? Like I could make you go see Mississippi State. I could make you go see, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even got LSU on here. I could make you go see a few other cats, Texas. I could make you go see them. But instead, Oklahoma, Arkansas, we know what's about to happen against Georgia and Texas A&M. We just know all front.
Yeah.
But Tennessee, we didn't even give you Tennessee this year.
So that's a close one. Let's do our last one. This is the one that's probably the most hardest one to diagnose because it can go either way. Billy Napier at Florida. 19-19, 10-4 in the SEC, 8-5. Talented roster. Very talented roster. That's what saves his job. He can recruit his ass off. That roster has talent everywhere. But with all that talent comes high expectations. Tough schedule. I mean, you can pull the schedule up. I know they got a tough schedule again this year. DJ Lagway coming back. Where would he be at after that injury? So saved his job last year with that 8-5 season, and people saw the talent that he had. I think he has to win this year, and it has to be double-digit wins this year. They have to be in the running for Florida fans to be happy. The Florida fans still live in that Urban Meyer era and stuff like that, that they think they're supposed to be championship or bust a lot. And I think with the talent that he has, they feel like he should be competitive, better, really good. Because, okay, you start the season off with LIU, cool, you beat them. You got South Florida, then you go LSU, Miami, Texas A&M, a little reprieve when you play Mississippi State, who ain't that good. Then you go back, you play Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee in the season with Florida State. Boy, ain't no any given Saturday, dadgummit. Boy, ain't no that's rough. That's a rough schedule, dog. That's not a good team.
In the exact opposite, team, bro. It's like in the exact opposite of Hugh Freeze. That's like, oh yeah, you want to make a late season surge? We got something for your ass this time around. You ain't about to catch nobody by surprise this year. So yeah, I hope your roster is loaded. I'm glad DJ Lagway did spin the block because, hey, bro, we gonna need that this year. You know what I'm saying? I would hope at the very least, can I get a 10-2 season out? A 10-2 season puts you, and mind you, that's a strong 10-2 looking at the after the schedule that Ant just read off. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some damn good quality wins coming up from that schedule. Whether even if you drop a game to Texas or Georgia, you still come away with wins with like Texas A&M, come away with wins from Tennessee, come away with wins, some high quality wins. So Mississippi State is on there, Kentucky's on there, Ole Miss is on there. You beat Florida State with a squad they got. So like, bro, you still, if you can still manage a 9-10 win, season, that's enough to come back. For me at least. Yeah. Because this schedule ain't cheap.
Nah, that's a tough.
This schedule ain't no fluff, bro.
You're gonna have it's a rough go. I think some fans have made up their mind, and then other fans see the talent. I think he saves the job. Then they got a lot of talented players on that team, and DJ Lagway can be the quarterback that people think he should be. And I think Florida should have a chance to be pretty good this year, and Bill Napier should keep his job. I think, in my eyes, you know what I'm saying. But hey, I'm not a Florida fan. They look different, so it is what it is. But yeah, so that was our coaches' hot seats for the NCAA. We'll get in the NFL probably next week, but them some good names right there. Some names are gonna be looking out. So looking out for some teams, see where they're gonna be at. I really am interested to see how Mike Locksley and Maryland go.
Yeah.
I'm really watching. Brent Pry, out by Tech, but I'm really kind of interested in Billy Napier's and Mike Locksley's kind of run, because I think them two should keep a job, but it's sometimes not about if you win, it's how you win, and when you win, and what games you win in college football. So that's what it's about.
I think it's qualitative, right? I think it's about what you value especially in Mike Locksley's case, it's like, what do you value as a win here? Like the advantages that you have at Maryland is not the same as the advantages you have at Florida or the advantages you have at LSU in the cases of Brian Kelly and Billy Napier. They have the privilege of having, like, being right next to, some of the best pipelines in all of college football. So the fact that you can still turn quality talent in Maryland where you are at and still recruit and still, restore some type of pride or restore some type of football landscape there in Maryland is still a win for me. So I'm still hoping for the best in his case. I think, and when it's all said and done, Brian and Billy should be good to go. They'll have to fall completely off the wagon, especially Brian, bro. That roster's too loaded.
Yeah. So we shall see how that goes. But transition from college into 2025 NFL season. Like I said, preseason just kicked off. We got some players that we want to watch, some preseason storylines and stuff. Let's get with some players that I want to watch early to see what's up, right? These are some players that I want to watch early. First one, and it's not for good reasons. I want to watch Tyler Show. I want to.
That boy want to say, "I told you so. I told you so."
I want to watch Tyler Show because I want to watch You picked him, right? You picked him and I don't think you mean him for him to play this year, but now old boy retired. Old boy retired, and now you throw him into the fire because you're not gonna start Spencer Rattler, right? You're not
you do.
Huh?
Or you do.
It'll make you look dumb because this thing that can happen, right? And I think people underestimate how like the egos of these coaches be where they won't play a player. You start Spencer Rattler, right? Spencer Rattler got his job back. Now you done drafted a 28-year-old, 26-year-old, well, how old? More old. Drafted an old quarterback that ahead of some younger guys that could have sat behind Spencer Rattler and see what's going on. Because I personally think that Spencer Rattler won't give him the job back. But I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see how Tyler Show works out early because now he's thrown to the fire. Which he should be because he's old enough. The boy was Justin Herbert's backup. You know? So I think when you draft somebody at that age, they got to be ready to go. Just like how Bo Nix was. Played a lot of football. Bo got thrown to the fire first year. Let's play. You know, you're not like a Jalen Milroe. You're not a Shador. You're not none of the other guys that, you know, are at a younger age. Like, bro, like if I give you, by the time you get your second contract, you're going to be pushing almost 30.
Easy.
So I need return on investment now because your clock is already sped up. It's probably the best you're going to be. Keeping it real. That's one person. I'll let you go next. Be your next person. Be your person.
Can I just say something real quick? Like, all right, bro. Keep in mind, like with the Saints, you got first-year head coach and Kellen Moore, right? I'm not looking to be wrong out the gate, so maybe I don't throw Tyler Show to the wolves instantly. You know what I'm saying? I can't just immediately be wrong until something just goes completely wrong with old boy from last year. Until something completely fall with Spencer Rattler, something completely falls off the tracks. I'm not just gonna throw him in here.
Now you look dumb. You look dumb, real dumb. You drafted him in the second, third round?
Second round. That's what I'm saying. He's not a first round quarterback, and you still have some grace there to where he doesn't have to be a starter off bat. Spencer Rattler gave me quality minutes.
That boy gonna start this year. I'll tell you that. That boy gonna start.
Anywho, all right, man. Well, in regards of like preseason football, bro, you ain't gonna see that many stars. Like I caught a little bit of the Eagles and Bengals game today. I'd say this: Joe and Jamar still look like Joe and Jamar. So that's to nobody's surprise. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are exactly who the hell we thought they were.
Great. They're great.
They're great. They're awesome. So I'm watching more rookies. So I definitely I got to see a little bit of Jahad Campbell, linebacker for the Eagles today. I want to see how Will Johnson do. I've been hearing some very good news about him out of Arizona. Something that kind of make you question why the hell he fell down to the second round. So what I've been hearing, he been out there in Arizona putting the clamps on him. The clamps. Now, that is exactly what you will want to hear if you're a defensive-minded head coach like Jonathan Gannon is. Yeah. So if you can lock down that CB1 spot out of a rookie,
yeah.
I mean, mind you, we putting the clamps on the likes of Marvin Harrison, which I'm gonna say this might be.
Oh, you about to say something?
Hey,
you about to call
hey,
you about to call that man a bus? Hey, bro.
Hey,
I'm about to cut the stream off.
Hey, I just want to say, Marvin Harrison. I'm not gonna say on a national record, but you are on watch, buddy. You are on the. You are.
All right,
on,
y'all, shout out to IDK Sports Podcast. Yo, Kenny tripping, bro. You tripping, bro.
You are on the clock, sir. Hey, Ed, all I'm saying is, hey, bro said I ain't doing no damn drills.
He didn't need to because he was great.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is it him or is it his quarterback not finding him when he open?
Oh, okay. Hey.
Throw the ball. He said, his man said, hey, yo, it's not my job to get him. Yes, it is. Who other job is it, Kyler? It's your job.
Yeah, I didn't understand that quote. I didn't understand
it's
that
your
quote.
job, Kyler. Yes, it is. He's always open until he's not.
I didn't understand that quote. But
with Will Johnson, though, it's overthinking in the draft, right? He was the best. Like the same thing happened with Jalen Carter. Best player. The whole time. Best player.
Yeah.
They got scared of an injury that he had. Never been injured before like that. Scared of an injury. Should never dropped out the first round. He's probably gonna show people why he was the best defensive player that was supposed to come out.
Bro,
like, he was that guy.
Bro, we was talking like what was like, and you know it, like top 5.
Yeah.
Point with him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially from the game he had against UW when he was healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he was one of them ones, right? Yeah. But whatever the hell happened with his medicals or during that offseason draft, whatever that draft coverage process.
That championship run, he was unstoppable.
Bro, it's like, yo, watch the tape. It's all there.
Yeah. It's
all there. But
overthinking. Last year's draft, that's why I said it was overthinking draft last year. Joker just doing, I don't know what the hell they were doing last year. It's overthinking. And that's why people like Jalen Carter drop, people like Will Johnson drop, people like Carlos Dunlap drop. People drop because and go to teams and be amazing because the teams at the top just overthink stuff. You know what I'm saying? Overthinking, bro.
What's happening, bro?
You know what
I mean? Just over here, just, cooling. Eagles up right now, 34-20. About 4 minutes left. I mean, it's preseason. We're not going to get too hyped, but O-line looking right. You feel me? I'm seeing a lot of nice blocking, a lot of nice just open gaps. Will Shipley getting off. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, man. Jalen on the sideline, cheesing. Happy birthday to QB1. You feel me? That's what we do. We running it back, bro. We running it back.
One day we're going to have a talk if, the people in the locker room really like Saquon Barkley, but that's on a different podcast, different time. But y'all know what I'm talking
about. Man, it's a professional sport. You go to work, you like your coworkers? You know what I'm saying? We're not here for all that, bro. We here for bread and rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to make this too personal, bro.
Ed lives for dissension, bro. Like he lives. He is an antagonizer, bro. Like
I feel like Jalen keeps the peace. I feel like that's why I rock with Jalen Hurts, bro. I feel like he keeps a lot of the peace in that locker room because it is what it is. It's different pod, different time. But
that boy John said, "Yo, F you, Tim, and accountant."
You know what I'm saying? We're not here. You know what I'm saying? Being a nice guy wasn't what got Saquon here. You feel me? Just run that football, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm gonna save the next storyline for next one. Other storyline I don't like, I think he played today. He hurt himself. He got out. I don't like the Anthony Richardson Daniel Jones storyline. There's two things about it, right? Anthony Richardson was never drafted to play right away. That was the Colts' bad management. When they drafted him 5th overall, he only played 1 year at Florida. He was a project. You threw him out there to the Wolves, and you expect him to be great off the rip. Like even Jaden played a lot of football in college, right? Jalen Hurts played a lot of football. He was a project player. He was supposed to sit and wait. Y'all didn't do that. Cool. Second thing, everybody talking about like, oh, Daniel Jones will take. Daniel Jones is supposed to take his job. Daniel Jones, if he's not better than Anthony Richardson right now, then that shows you how trash Daniel Jones is, which he is trash.
Facts.
Let's not confuse the fact.
That not paid like it though.
Yeah, he's not paid like it, but that boy is trash. That boy is not good. But Everybody's so surprised that Daniel Jones might beat him out. He's supposed to beat him out. Anthony Richardson really is not. He's supposed to be like on the Jordan Love type run, a Jordan Love type ascension where you can sit behind somebody and get better. And then when it's your time, it's your time. They threw him to the wolves, like kind of like how the Seahawks trying to do Jalen Milroe, even though they drafted Jalen Milroe in the 3rd round. Sit behind Sam for a couple of years, maybe 2-3 years, and then when it's your time, let's see what you got. I don't like how they're doing Anthony Richardson. I don't like how the media portrays Anthony Richardson. I don't think he's playing as bad as people say he is. I think he does make some bonehead decisions, but he's a young quarterback that played 1 year at Florida, and y'all drafted him with the 5th pick and expect him to come up and just be all world, you know. But I could be wrong. But that's one storyline I can't stand. I'm sorry. I just can't stand that storyline.
Yeah, they got to give him a little time to develop, man, for sure.
I gotta give you some pushback. Bro. Because, and even in that, when he got picked top 5, bro, his superlatives were like hallmark, were some of the hallmark or some of the benchmarks we kind of grade quarterbacks on. Overly athletic, big arm. You know what I'm saying? Has the measurements that you would die.
Bill Polian metrics that don't work.
You know what I'm saying?
They keep following, they keep drafting.
Right. But you left Bill Polian tell it, you know what I'm saying, he's the black Andrew Luck. That's how they market him.
Like Drew
Lamar. But a part of that too is you can't help the media be right neither. So when you do bonehead stuff like sub yourself out in a game,
you never been tired. You don't ran 3 quarterback powers. You tired, bro. Everybody else sub out.
I need that Gatorade.
You know what I'm saying? I need that purple Gatorade,
bro. Nah, bro. I can't let you get away with that. I can't.
Running back tap out. Saquon could be like, oh, I need to be out, but like Anthony Richardson do it now. Now everybody like, oh,
you're the quarterback.
Call a run play for a second. Call timeout on time.
Yeah, no, and that's typical. That's usually what you do, right? Like, hey, bro. What would Coach talk about? I'm about to get one of these. I'm about to get one of these screenplays to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to let y'all do it. But when you do that, and then you kind of like you don't really have a love for the game. My boy done became a nuke, during the off season. Like
that's hate.
Like the play he got hurt on, he you know what I'm saying, he didn't really recognize the blitz. It was like an all-out, zero blitz that was called.
He
didn't really recognize it
in college.
And we also talking about 1 year in an NFL system.
Should he ever been the 5th pick? When he came out, do you think he should have been the 5th pick?
Yeah.
I wouldn't never took him
out. Yeah, I mean, just again, based on what we just talked about, the benchmarks we just talked about, yeah, you'd be a fool not to, I think. But also, I think you play. But also to that same point, I also think you grab a Sam Darnold to be the buffer for the next 2 to 3 years.
Let him take the lumps on that team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you supposed to, like, again, to your point, Jordan Love, Jalen Milroe, bro, all y'all doing here is holding the damn clipboard.
Yeah, learn.
That's it. So yeah, I still pick him top 5, but bro, no, you don't even see the field. No question.
Yeah.
But you kind of look apathetic to playing ball when you have some of your judgment, some of your decisions don't look like a pro. It doesn't look like a pro.
Yeah, I mean that's the way everybody hating on, but I don't. But like maybe I don't know. I'm looking. I don't think he looked that bad last year. I think he played decent last year.
He has good plays. He put good things on tape. We're not again. That's
what people be saying. People be saying that he be like he's horrible. I didn't think the boy played that bad last year. And when he's healthy, which that's another thing, you don't know if he can stay healthy. But I don't think I know the stats might not show it, but some of the games that I saw him play in, on this expensive ass NFL ticket.
522.
Yeah, nah, don't free ass, bro. Until they help you pay.
Until they cut the check.
Yeah, no free ass. But on this when you see the eye test, you see the glimpses. Because let's think about, let's say it like this, right? The Jordan Love looked that great last year. He threw some crazy picks, right? Some crazy picks. But then you also see Jordan Love's arm talent. People chalk it up that he got them kind of arms like Aaron Rodgers and Tom and Peyton. They're like, not even like Jay Cutler and all them strong arms.
There you go. There you go.
That can like, I can make any throw on any platform.
Yeah.
So you gotta live like Matt LaFleur, like is living with that. Like, hey, sometimes he'll throw a pick and sometimes he'll throw an off-balance throw 50 yards down the field as a dot. He's young. He'll get out of that. People give Jordan Love that grace. Anthony Richardson don't get the grace for like, oh, he needs to slide more. He's 6 foot. He never had to slide before. He always ran over people. So, like, he's not getting the same grace as some of the other young quarterbacks is getting. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think he's playing as bad. But like I said, Daniel Jones, if you don't beat him out, you're trasher than I thought you was. Because you should beat him out just off the fact that it's practice that we watching and you a vet. You should be Anthony Richardson out on the start.
That's a point though, right? Because like Anthony, I mean, bro, we're at the same time, we're talking about a 2-year, he's been in the league 2 years. Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Not picking up on a, you know what I'm saying, what blitz is coming, not being able to, something that was as obvious that you could see in a preseason game.
Yeah. I mean, some cats can't pick up the blitz now. They've been in the league 10 years. Hey, we can talk about it. Trevor Lawrence, you know what I'm saying?
There's always room for Trevor Lawrence slander. But to your point, bro, like, I agree. He shouldn't have been seeing the field. This year would have been the first time he would have saw the field for me. Or there'd been like some real conversation for it.
And then like some critics and some scouts are also saying that like you don't kick him out too early because he could go somewhere, sit and learn, and come back and whip your ass for the future. Like I really see that. Like he can go somewhere and sit and learn. Like imagine if I know they got Joe Milton, but imagine he go to Dallas and sit behind Dak for 2 or 3 more years. He could learn and come back and be that guy. So like now I'm in Indianapolis, y'all trying to push him out. Y'all listen to the media trying to push him out too soon when you knew he was a project. You knew he was a project player. He didn't play at Florida, but he had the measurables.
Bruh, a change of scenery would really do it for you. So in the case of Joe Milton, who, bruh, they say he been out there cutting the hell up out there in Dallas or at LA, where they still practice at training camp in Cali, right? The Cowboys.
Yeah, that's why Jerry Jones stepped into Michael like that because they're out there in LA. He been hanging out with him.
Yeah,
he been out there.
But anyway, they saying Joe out there cutting up. We just saw the Chargers playing the Hall of Fame game. Trey Lance out there looking completely different.
They don't throw the ball. You know her body gonna throw the ball. How about to hand this off?
Right.
Stretch right. Don't throw this ball.
But the chances he is getting
in a 5.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes like a change of scenery or just somebody to simply believe in you. Especially like in a quarterback position, that is a confidence-driven role.
With Harbaugh, you know you only get 5. You fuck up that 5, man. You know you know what's about to happen.
Shit, boy, I gave you a comeback and a go. I don't know what else to tell you.
Justin Herbert. Yeah, Justin Herbert has throwing picks. All right.
Thanks, man. Tell them to tighten up, man. This is the professional league, man. We're not here to salvage your feelings and warm you up and build your confidence. Nah, you either a dog or you not a dog. If you're not a dog, get your ass on, man.
Yeah, keep that same energy when Jaden Daniels fall off the fucking wagon this year.
Nah, he's special, man. I like Jaden, man. Even as an Eagles fan, man. You know what I'm saying? Jaden's special, bro. He a dog.
Even with Jaden played a lot of football. Played a lot. Started soon. Played Started with Herm out there in Arizona State, played 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Started with LSU, played a lot more football. And even though he's young, he played a lot more football than Anthony Richardson. Like, you know who you drafted. That's all I'm saying. You know who you drafted.
Yeah.
And I don't like how they treat my man. So, you know, like you said, he would be just not touching the field for me. You know, like he shouldn't have touched the field. And then everybody liked him until he got hurt his rookie year. He was eating. And
He was cool. He was cool.
So that is what it is with that. The last one I want to get to, the storyline I want to get to, and it's like on the thumbnail of this YouTube thing. Hey, bro, they setting Shedeur up, bro. They setting him up to fail. I hope he overcompensates and beats out this and proves them wrong. This is a setup for failure, bro.
Yeah, he will.
You don't get no reps in practice. You barely getting reps. You ain't really getting no first team reps. Okay, we're gonna throw you out there.
You get the start. Guess who gets the start?
Playing their first string, and you're not even playing all your first string players. And the Panthers are playing. They already said the starters are playing. So I'm gonna send my second and third team to play against this first team. And when he doesn't play good, like, see, I told you, you wasn't like that. It's a setup, bro. They don't want them. I hope that he proves them wrong, but I think tomorrow's a smooth setup to try to make them like. From what I'm hearing, he making Dylan Gabriel look bad in training camp. I'm hearing that from a lot of players.
Yeah,
I'm hearing that from media, hearing that from ex-players saying that when they talk to the players, he's making Dylan Gabriel look bad. And I heard Kenny Pickett might be out the door. So, like,
I didn't see that one coming.
The ego of these NFL's owners and scouts and stuff like that, he cannot be better than Dylan. Because they'll make them look dumb. If they both were drafted like 5th and 6th round, maybe. But you picked Dylan in the 3rd. And you tried to be fun, and you try to do it above everybody else. It's a setup, bro. I hope he overcomes it. Hope he goes down, prove them wrong, and does his thing and makes them have to tell another lie about him. But like Shannon, what Shannon Sharp said, trying to make wine out of well water, bro. I don't see it, bro. It's gonna be rough. Yeah. And
you know that call has to come straight from Jimmy Haslam, bro. That type of decision like that type of sabotage job. I'm gonna just go and say it. I'm with you on this. This is a complete sabotage job. That's a call from Jimmy Haslam because this is an Andrew Berry pick, getting Shedeur in the 5th round. That was truly like Andrew Berry just saying, "Nah, hey, bro, this is the pick. This is what we doing. We gonna make this trade." They actually traded up to get him like mid 5th round for that. So that's just a GM's belief.
Yeah.
Now the fact that he's outperforming Dylan Gabriel, that's no surprise to people that actually know that's actually watching the game.
Yeah.
That's actually watching the game. Now, for PR purposes, yeah, Dylan is a true blood American. That's who we wanna. That's our good substitute as of why. It would have been a good excuse to not get Shedeur. Well, he's athletic too. He has a quick release. He can do this, and this. That would have been the excuse they could have used for not getting Shedeur. But Andrew Berry still pressed forward and got Shedeur. Now you got a problem on your hands. So even with that, this whole the sabotage really comes into play because, like Ann said, you're not getting no reps, barely any, and the reps you are getting, you're dropping dives and they're being caught on camera. They're being reported to social media. We're seeing it, so it's like, why am I seeing these many clips of Shedeur, but I haven't seen that many clips of Dylan Gabriel? So the word's already out.
I'm trying to sell. Jimmy Haslam trying to sell still. It makes money. It's gonna like this game tomorrow is gonna be probably one of the most watched preseason games all weekend. Like it's a setup, bro. And I like I said, I hope Shedeur does his thing, overcomes it. Setup. We all know what it was from draft day. And then Jimmy Haslam, like I said, Kevin Stefanski thinks his job is safe just because Jimmy Haslam think Arch Manning is coming out. Jimmy Haslam is making the calls. He's not the reason why it's a reason why the Browns keep losing.
Yeah.
So you can play these games with the owner, or if Barry is in it too, they can play the game, and then Haslam mess around, turn on both of y'all and fire you.
Yeah. I about to say, I don't think
I would really fight for the best player to be on the field or to be in the running to be on the field because Haslam is not a good owner. It's the reason why the Browns have so many. It's the same man that drafted Johnny Manziel first, when everybody said that was dumb. Like, what are we talking about? You know, same man. Why would you come out now and say Shador wasn't your pick? What does it matter? The draft was in April. It's August.
It's definitely a deeper conversation at hand. I don't know if this is the right platform for that conversation, but I mean, y'all know what's going on, man. You feel me?
Yeah, they had to break the boy down. I hope he keeps smiling. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying?
But he a dog. He gonna prevail. He gonna prevail for sure.
I want him to, like, they're not gonna be able to put. I want him to play so good they can't put him on the practice squad. I think that's the goal for them, is to try to hide him on the practice squad, so anybody can pick him up if he's on the practice squad. So you can't look at football and say Dylan Gabriel's better than Shador Sanders. He's short and got a strong arm.
But that's the thing. Like, bro, so nobody's saying, even after drafting Dylan and Shador, nobody's saying that either one of them has to be better than Joe Flacco.
But you know, Joe Flacco ain't gonna last for 5 games.
But that's what I'm saying. So even at that point, Joe Flacco has way too many years of experience, done seen every level of defense. Oh, he done seen it all. We're not saying you got to be better than Joe.
Yeah.
You just got to say you got to be competent.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even in that, Shador's kind of excelling that, to the point where you can see the margin of difference between him and Dylan.
Yeah.
So now, bro, like, you about to make a fool, you about to make a straight ass out of me here in a second if we let you play. But if I can put you up against some ones, you know, I put you
the threes that we playing with.
Come on.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't see it. I mean, I feel for him. It's gonna be a really rough for him to show himself, but like I said, man, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for, even against my own team. I'm rooting for him. I want to do his thing. That's just my vibe.
Speaking about your team, man, I mean, there was an interesting interesting joint earlier today, man. You catch that? You catch your boy?
Who?
Your boy Scam. Scam, bro. What's the issue, bro? Why he so sensitive, man?
What you mean, bro?
Why you keep coming to Gilly, man? Gilly ain't disrespect that man, bro.
He had an opinion. He had an opinion, man. He had an opinion. He said, he said Jalen Hurts is not top 10.
Hey, man, that's fine.
But Gilly had to go, like, at least he won one, and then Cam had to say,
that's a fact, and that's a fact.
Cam said, I never heard your album. So, I mean, what do we say? I mean, hey.
I mean, why we being? I mean, did Gilly say a fact, or did he not say a fact?
It might be a fact. It might be a fact that Cam never heard his album.
Hey, man, I mean, you know, this dude Cam, it seems like every day, like, this is the main topic on the show, man. I'm sure you got more to talk about. I know Gilly ain't hurt his feelings that bad.
Yeah, you talk about a former MVP. You know what I'm saying? His levels.
It's about it. It's about it. MVP. Look at my dab. I ain't seen no dad when Peyton Manning was around, but it's another conversation.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. Hey, you came up here for me to talk bad about Cam Newton. You know that ain't happening. You know that's not happening, bro. That's my dog.
Man. Cam was a great player for a few years, man. You feel me?
More than a few years, though.
He was a great player for a few years, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't what you want. You feel me? This ain't the.
Just make sure Saquon ain't about to break up your locker room. That's all I'm about to say,
bro. We good, bro. It's not that deep, man. Just run the ball. You know what I'm saying? We good money. That's what we do. Team looking strong. We got a few nice pickups. Lost a few players, man. You know what I mean?
Also, Milton Williams ain't in that defense no more.
Sorry, man. We still got great players in that defense, man.
That cornerback room looked kind of shaky.
Debatable. We just got my boy from the Raiders about to eat. Got Quinyon. We got Quinyon back there. Finna eat. Come on, bro. Come on now. It's a team, bro.
I mean, hey, bro. Y'all. There's some squads out here. I don't know.
Man.
That boy Washington might have something to say.
Who?
Jaden Daniels might have something to say.
Jaden is a dog, man. I like Jaden, man, but
and they got Debo, baby.
Debo washed. Bobby's old. Who else you got? You got Zach Ertz. I mean, you know I love Zach Ertz, man, but come on now. What you really expecting these players to do this late in their career, bro?
That's another coach. I mean, NFL coach on the hot seat. I was about to be funny and put Nick Sirianni up there as on the hot seat, but you know,
He good now.
is he good?
He
Is he
good.
good?
He good for at least 3.
Let that mother lose 4 games in a row. I'm like, fire him. Get his ass out of here.
You know it.
Damn that Super Bowl.
Be right there on Broad Street, bro.
Say, I would say, why the hell would we fire a Super Bowl coach? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. that's right.
That's the Bob. Y'all don't give a damn, boy.
The real question, Dallas got to figure out what they doing because the Commanders is coming, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Jones is wilding, bro. I heard without Micah, they look crazy against the Rams in that scrimmage. It's the Rams, the Raiders. Who they got? I think it's the Rams.
Yeah, it's the Rams.
That defense looked totally different.
Bro, even to make it worse, bro, like they say Jerry out here trying to trade for a running back. Like you ain't gotta still pay Micah.
They need one though. They need a running back.
Shit, who you about to get?
I don't know, but they need a running back. And there's like some crazy injuries that's happening. Cause I saw that Slater, the big tackle. I thought I had the Chargers. He just re-upped. He out for the season. That's tough because with Joe Alt and him, you had the tackle position locked down up there in Los Angeles with the Chargers. So, but back to Jerry Jones, I don't know what he's waiting for. Pay the man.
This is what he does, bro. He's gonna pay. He always drags it out. You feel me? But he pays.
TJ Watt money, bro. That's what they need, bro. TJ Watt money. All right, so moving off of that, on to college football to continue the college football kickoff series that we got going on. Look, the Big 12 football, baby. The wild Big 12. You know what I'm saying? I think Arizona State is predicted to win this. Big 12, like Big 12 is always exciting, right? I think that's the one thing you can say about Big 12 football, right? Big 12 football is always exciting. It's going to be upsets. I don't think the same team has won the Big 12 in consecutive years. I think it's been consecutive years. That like in a lot of years they haven't the same. It's always a different team that wins. I think Arizona State with that quarterback they got, what's his name? Is it Levitt? That's supposed to be a Heisman candidate. Is in the running to really win. I think Kansas still got their quarterback. They lost some defensive players though, so Kansas might not be as good as they were. Still interested to see it's always interesting to see what Deion's gonna do at Colorado. Who's gonna be the quarterback? I think is going to be Slater from Liberty over the young boy. But see how that defense progressed. Defense had a lot of players come back. So let's see how that defense progresses and see if they can maybe run the ball a little bit better this year and maybe with a little bit more seasoned defensive team be a little bit better. BYU is always pretty decent. Iowa State is pretty good. Just like the Wild West, you never know in the Big 12.
Well, I like gotta keep an eye out for another co-favorite out there with Kansas State. You know what I'm saying? You got Avery. What's his Avery Johnson? Yeah, Avery Johnson.
The young quarterback.
Huh?
I mean, Kansas State bringing back their quarterback that was a true freshman last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're bringing Avery Johnson, bringing him back. So, yeah. So, and they got that same core of players that was out there, beating up on, I think they beat up on what? BYU last year?
Yeah.
So, like, that's
always down to the end, bro. Like, Colorado had a chance to win last year. Iowa State did winning it. Kansas State was there. BYU was there. Like, end of the year, Big 12 football, it's like, it might not be great football, but it's always like, who gonna win? It's exciting football.
It ends up being like a damn 4-team race, you know what I'm saying, towards the end. Like, depending on what the matchup is and who how the schedule fares out at the end of towards the end of the season. Kind of similar. I won't say the competition is as steep, but kind of similar to like the Big Ten in some ways too, right? Like how I kind of drag up to the end of the year to kind of see where Penn State, Oregon, and Ohio might shake out. Michigan, in years past would shake out, but at least with Big 12, they kind of keep that same competitive level where Arizona State kind of took some folks by surprise, but Kansas State, BYU, Colorado was all there towards the end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
They're not overly good teams. Like nobody is like, damn, this team is really like that.
Right.
They're more like, damn, these teams are all even. So any given Saturday, like, okay, this team could have been like that, but old Colorado beats them. You know what I'm saying? I think the only team that really people don't see being all that good, I mean, West Virginia's probably not. UCF is down this year. Cincinnati's coach and Arizona coach is on the hot seat. Oklahoma State, you never know with your man's with Gundy at Oklahoma State. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But like this top, like the teams that they have, I'm looking at ESPN Power Rankings. Like Arizona State is the favorite, but teams that can win, Texas Tech got that quarterback that's pretty good. Kansas State, like you just talked about, Iowa State, Utah, Baylor, Kansas, BYU, TCU, and Colorado all in the running. And looking at the rosters and looking at the teams, I can't say I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like different from the ACC. It's like the ACC has a dominant team, and everybody else is kind of in the fold. The Big 12 don't really have no dominant team, so it's kind of like who is going to win when it means the most. That's what it says.
It kind of separate themselves from the pack and like kind of play at a different speed than most. Whereas like for a while,
it was Texas.
Right. But even now, kind of like switch back to like when the Pac-12 was still around, Oregon started separating itself from the pack, and then UW started catching up. You know what I'm saying? Those two teams just kind of separated because they started playing like at a different speed than the others. Like whereas I can see this year Utah, because they returned so many veteran players and they got so many transfer portal reinforcements.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they're kind of building that buzz of becoming like a prospect hotbed to where like, okay, Utah might be a destination when it comes time, during the off season for transfer candidates too. Because it's like, all right, well, so-and-so took off from Utah, so-and-so took off from Utah. Like, all right, shit, let me start taking my talents out west.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of keeping that same, that same run and gun speed that they maintained coming from the pack. So if that is the case, Utah, I can see why they have Utah at the top of like, okay, and a team that can take over the Big 12 this year.
Yeah. And they got that good quarterback. I think they got that quarterback that transferred in from New Mexico that I think Dan Peter is a good athlete at quarterback, was really good was a good athlete at New Mexico, playing with probably not as good talent. So now it's kind of like, let's see if we get some talent around him. If he could be a little bit better. But then like when you just look at the names, some of the teams, right? Arizona State is good now, right? But then like look at like Kansas State, been a good program for years. Utah, been good program for years. BYU always been decent. TCU, good. Baylor is getting back to being where they were. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got a surprise like Kansas is in a new era themselves. Iowa State is kind of in a new era themselves, but still a decent program. But like, I think in the Big 12, some programs you can just count on them being decent programs. Like not great, but good programs. You know what I'm saying? That's different in the ACC where it's so fluctuated with some of the teams, and then you got Clemson, Miami, the Louisville fans, if you say them, but
hey, bro, don't get your all right. All right.
But in the Big 12, like you just got teams that's like, Kansas State and Manhattan, Kansas is gonna be good. Utah is gonna be decent. BYU is gonna be a decent team most years. TCU is gonna put out good talent most years. And then you add on 2 or 3 surprise teams in a conference that's like what 15 teams big or 13, 14 teams big. If you can count on 5 to be decent, I mean, it makes it interesting. Like I said, not always great football. Sometimes it's the wild, wild west with like scoring, don't play no defense, but them 3:30 games be interesting, bro. Maybe some interesting football games.
At the end of the day, bro, that they kind of like still kind of hold some of the same. What's the word I'm looking for? Virtues that we look for in college football, bro. Is you're gonna get sloppy plays. You're gonna get a quarterback that's kind of like just scrambling, and then just chucks it, and it becomes like this amazing highlight play that rules social media over the next few hours of the day. That, what I'm saying? Those are some of the things you kind of expect out of college football. We're not watching somebody that's gonna be transcendent and go to the league and set the world on fire. But at the same time, you watching entertaining football. You watching still watching good programs being built. You still look forward to seeing a returning coach trying to get over the hump. A lot of mid-tier teams, trying to see a bowl game. So those are some of the virtues that we hold true when it comes to college football. And that's why you can still be appreciated for Big 12. So, yeah, again, you mentioned your Baylors, your TCUs, your BYUs. Yeah, they may not make it to your playoffs, which is heralded nowadays, but you're going to still get some quality 3:30 games that's going to hold you over till 7 o'clock rolls around.
Yeah. So that's the Big 12 preview. I said for like fans that's fun to score, fond of scoring, and fans that just like, in like really like upsets or like just close games coming down to the wire. Hey, Big 12 football is where you at. So shout out to the Southwest. That's usually where most of the teams are in the Big 12, Midwest, Southwest.
Yeah.
Y'all, hope y'all have a good season. We definitely will be tapping in. Let's get into what's the last part. We did preseason, we did coaching. Let's talk about the sweet science a little bit, man. Let's talk about the sweet science. Let me get this off of the screen. There we go. Let's talk about the sweet science of boxing, man. We said that Night of Champions card is at first I was skeptical. Now I'm looking, not a bad card
at all.
A lot of championship fights, a lot of good championship fights, not just a half championship, a lot of good championship fights. And when is this fight? When is it supposed to happen? September.
Hold on, November. I think it's 25th.
So it's in November. So when is Crawford Canelo?
September.
Let's I don't want to get too much in it because I know we're gonna do a deep dive the closer it get. But one thing I don't like,
November 22nd.
November 22nd. All right, so the Crawford Canelo fight in September, right? Everybody keeps saying that Crawford is such a smart fighter. So you think he would take this fight if he didn't see something? Everybody is just like pew-pewing the fact that he's going up 3 weight classes. Like it don't mean nothing. I don't get yeah, you can see something, but you still gotta hit him and hurt him. Like you fighting a dude that fought at light heavy and made that way easy.
Yeah.
You fight him at super middle. You didn't even fight him at middle. You fight him at super middle, right?
168.
So I get that Crawford is he's a great fighter. Even though like some of the other stuff I don't like, he's a great fighter. But weight classes matter. I'm not saying that I'm not telling people who I picked yet. I really don't even know. But we can't just nonchalantly pass by the fact that he's moving up 3 weight classes just because he's just a smart technical fighter. He always finds a way. Yeah, you getting hit by a nigga that's a light heavy. For real.
Bro, I look at it like this. And mind you, they've been having this damn sports science debate on social media for the past few months now. Like, nah, the way Terrence Crawford did it, he kind of stretched out like the scheduling of this fight so that he can make that weight organically and kind of break down instead of putting on fat or putting on like body weight, he put on muscle. So it's like he's putting on
it's a lot of muscle.
16 pounds of muscle as opposed to just putting on weight then trying to cut. It's like he's putting on smart weight. Like, bro, I don't care however the hell you try to break it down mathematically, biologically, whatever the case may be, bro. I've been at this weight class for how long? You've been at this weight class for how long? Have you spent 12 to 16? You can get in there. You can go spar tomorrow. You can spar today. Do 15 rounds nonstop trying to train for this. There ain't a sparring partner in the world that's going to be able to simulate what the hell Canelo Alvarez can do.
Nah.
Yeah, you punch. You're a switch hitter. You got power and you got pop in both hands. And it's the same they say with Brian Norman. We're going to get to that in a second. But it's like, yeah, you got pop in both hands. We get it. But at the same time, some of the fundamentals got to carry too. Again, great fighter. Great fighter. But that endurance, the reason why some of the cats that are at that weight and fight at that weight can constantly, still when they get in the ring with Canelo, they on that bike, running around the ring. You got to maintain that same aggression, that same attention, that same focus for 12 rounds, punching at that weight. To Ant's point, weight classes are created for a reason. That same intention, that same detail, the same footwork, moving around the ring, not just your punching power. That has to carry at 168 at that weight class. So no, it's not the same. You got to train for all those elements. And then some, now that you're adding in the fact that you're fighting Canelo.
Yeah.
It's not that simple, bro.
Not as simple as people making it sound out to be. And I'm not saying that I'm picking like Canelo to win as of right now, but I'm just saying weight classes matter. We can't just nonchalantly pass the weight class part, right? Getting into the next fight, I think when did Brian Norman and Devin Haney supposed to fight?
Yeah, they're on the Night of Champions card.
Right. There's a lot of talk. I don't know. I don't like the way this talk is talking, bro. I know they having the face-offs, but I don't like them talking about the drug use. I mean, the drug testing and stuff like that. I get it. It sounds like your boy trying to back out. Maybe I could be wrong, but it sounds like Devin Haney's camp ain't trying to fight this fight right now.
Bro, and that's I don't want to put no labels on anybody or they camp, but it's always interesting to me when the Hayes set their sight on a fighter that they want, or on a fight that they want. You know what I'm saying? Because there was even speculation when it came down to that Loma fight, the conditioning that Loma was going to be in when he fought Devin. But bringing it to now when he's about to fight Brian Norman and he's moving up to 147, now it's like, nah, start your VADA testing now. Start VADA testing. Dude, like, you about to go on vacation? Nah, hell nah, dude, start it now. It's like, bro, I can't even celebrate. I can't even go on vacation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I can't go on vacation before I start camp. You want me to start testing now?
Yeah.
Bro, when the Haney's set sight on who they want and they start showing up at these events and start like trying to like bully their way into a fight, that's always interesting to me. Cause like, yo, why y'all so intent and so focused trying to like spark debate or spark engagement so this fight happens? So to where like you didn't
sell. He can't sell.
Thank you. Because it's like y'all trying to lobby this fight into fruition to where
he's
like
not
if he
bad
doesn't
guy. He needs to take the act away. He's not a bad guy. He's not like one.
But yet though, at the same time, because if the fight doesn't happen after they do all that lobbying and they doing all these face-offs in the middle of the mall or the middle of the street, if they don't do it, it looks like the opponent was scared or the opponent was ducking. So it's kind of like they bullied them into a contract. But now we got you on the dotted line. It's like, okay, you got to do this. You got to stand by this testing, these drug facts. Like, bro, even Ryan Garcia went on record and was like, bro, hey, if I had any advice for Brian Norman, shit, boy, get all your damn vitamins checked, get your supplements checked, make sure that all them joints is certified, get it double certified because, bro, like they gonna be harping on that stuff.
They're gonna find a reason not to fight. They're gonna find a reason not to fight.
It's going like, bro. So you kind of, and to the point where even when that Garcia and Haney fight was coming close to happening, you kind of see Garcia kind of like spinning out. You see he's like drinking at the weigh-in. You just see him just kind of wilding out. It's like, bro, you all lost in the sauce, bro. They got you going every which way. You're not even focused on the fight.
Yeah.
So I just think it's interesting every time, like when the Haney set they sights on something, they set their sights on a fighter. Yeah. Bro, it's almost like they built. It's like they're going for the win, but we built in the contingency plan too, just in case it don't go our way.
But if you want to fight, then let's fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's fight. Like, make the fight. Let's fight. You want to move up? Let's fight. Like, you trying to sell a fight when you're not sellable. Being the bad guy ain't working for you.
It's not believable.
Nah, nobody. You're not striking fear into no boxer hard. You don't have the power like that. Just be the technical guy. Be that guy. Like, I don't know. Not that dad talk so much, bro. Like, it'd be too much, bro. It'd be too much, bro. You're gonna fight Brian Norman or you're not. If I'm Brian Norman, you should be glad I'm even giving you this opportunity. I don't have to fight you.
At all.
No.
I could go unify.
Yeah, I go fight Boost and unify. But Boost done moved up. Now Rolly's a champion again.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could, like you said, I can do a number of things instead of fighting you. But in this case,
Mario on this card and unify. What are you talking about?
But to the point, this is how I be in control of being the A-side fighter. This is how I'm in control.
I don't think his fan, like, he walk around like he got this huge fan base. I don't see it. I don't see that many Devin Haney fans.
But that's the thing. Him and Norman kind of came up the same way. They both, you know what I'm saying? They both went down to Mexico and got their hustle on. Got a couple amateur fights in.
Yeah.
You know I'm saying? They both sparred with each other. You know what I'm saying? They both kind of went through the same kind of rigmarole, just that Haney came out first. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, we know you. Like, we know you. You a good kid, bro. Just be a good kid. You ain't got to do the tough guy act. Yeah. You a good kid, bro. Because you're not buying that tough guy stuff. Sugar Ray never had to buy. Sugar Ray never had to sell being the bad guy. He never did.
Good boxer.
But what Sugar Ray did, what was also a part of Sugar Ray, was that he was a killer.
Yeah.
He closed a fight out. So you can say there's room to be both, but you ain't got to automatically be the tough guy thug that you're trying to portray.
Yeah.
That's not going to sell you no ticket, especially because we don't believe it.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. I just feel like that fight ain't about that fight can get pulled.
Okay. I mean, that card is stacked already. Yeah, I mean, I agree because the card is stacked already.
I think that fight is about to get pulled because they already setting it up, but they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight.
They can lose that fight and won't lose a ticket sale at all. That card is stacked.
The card is stacked. But like that, man. IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports to average guys. My name is Anthony. My main man Kenny. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until next time. Holla.